friends, welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Ooh. This week, should we tell them?
I guess.
This week, we are doing embarrassing prom / high school dance memories.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
I know, and then I didn't. I'm a liar.
Okay.
Should we take that one more time?
No, it's fine.
Just kidding. That's not what we wanted to tell you guys.
Dason chickened out while she was about to tell you.
We're going to Coachella this weekend.
Yes.
Who are you most excited to see? Top 3.
If I'm being honest with you, I don't remember the lineup.
I'll tell you mine. I'm so glad you asked me. I'll tell you mine. Frank Ocean,
Rosalia,
Moana, Boy Genius. Those are my favorites.
Rosalia's going, right?
Yeah, Rosalia.
Okay, so I'm going to say Frank Ocean, Rosalia, Moana.
I'm excited to see Charlie XCX.
Yes, very fun.
And are we allowed to say Bad Bunny? Are y'all going to be mad?
The girls are mad at him.
Y'all going to be mad at me.
I know everyone wants to see Bad Bunny and or did at least, before he's, soiled the well. But I mean, I guess I'll just say this. I will probably see him there. And
I think I'm going to have a lot of fun.
But not because of him, just because of me.
Yeah. And the crew we're going with.
Because
we're going with a bunch of fun people.
I'm a lot of fun.
I'm the main act. But yeah, I am really excited to see Frank Ocean.
In fact, this is the pajama shirt I wore last year.
And honestly, I think it should be a running bit and you wear it every year.
I'm literally going to bring it again just to make Adam upset.
Drew, please put the frock on.
Yeah, last year, I told you guys already, but day 2 of Coachella last year, I was a skeleton. Mm-hmm. I was skin and bone only. I just had nothing in me.
A lovely head of bone.
Yeah, I just had nothing in me anymore.
Yeah, I feel that.
And when Adam was glamming me, I was wearing I got this as a relaxation shirt. It's a nice, cute little pajama shirt, but also very versatile. It's my favorite shirt. Anyways, I was wearing it to sleep. And then I was wearing it to glam because it's really stretchy, so you could pull it over hair and shit. And Adam really wanted me to wear this really specific outfit, and I was like, when I was looking at him, I was like, And then day 2, I was just so fucking tired, and he was like, please put it on, please put it on, please put it on. And I put it on, and I was kind of eh. And then I go, what if? And I just put on my pajama shirt. I put it back on, I should say. Well, first I'll say this. He glammed me and he put a wig on me. And I had a headscarf on, a little silk scarf. And I put that on and I was so tired because he started glamming Days. And I went to sleep like a vampire in the room so I wouldn't fuck up my glam or my wig. And then because I went to sleep, I slept in my pajama shirt. And then when I got up, I was like, the pajama shirt is kind of a sleigh. And Adam thought I was kidding when I said I was going to wear it. And he was like, that would be so funny. And I was like, I guess, but I am going to wear it. So he was like, no, you're not. And then right before he left, he was like, are you seriously going to wear that? And then I was like, I mean, I think it matches. Yeah. And then he was kind of and then I took pictures in it, obviously. And when I posted it, I can't tell you how many influencers with the best outfits things I made last year. And I was like, that's my pajama shirt. Of all the outfits I put together, that's the one you guys liked my pajama shirt look. And then I had to rub that in Adam's face. Now every time he sees this shirt, he's like, take it off. I don't want to see it anymore. Anyways. So the pajama shirt will be coming back to Coachella.
Will it make it to the show?
To the show?
I don't know.
Only
time will tell.
Guess you're gonna have to wait.
I feel like you should get a new one. That one's a little dingy.
No, it's because it got stuck when I washed laundry.
You put it got stuck with
my darks. So
no, you can tell.
Now she's gray, but it was white.
I know. Get a new one, and then you wear the new one to Coachella.
I don't have time to order it. I'd have to order it and have it be sent to me.
Okay, then don't do it.
This is my emotional support pajama shirt. Anywho,
we're excited about that. That's next.
Yes, it is.
I'm hoping we make it there. I don't feel like I will, but I'm hoping I make it there.
I know. I already feel tired. So bad.
And honestly, guys, I think I'm going to have my period at Coachella, and that makes me want to scream at the top of my lungs.
I just finished mine, so we're good.
I just know my body. So that's
I'm just
happening.
so upset that I'm so tired already.
Doesn't feel right.
No, it doesn't. I'm such a fucking old man. I'm so sick of it. It's so annoying.
So we have Coachella coming up. So all week we're going to be mentally and emotionally preparing for that.
Ugh, I know. But what else has been going on with us? Oh, we did watch the Prom Pact.
Oh, that's a great segue into our topic. Yeah, we did watch the Prom Pact.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Look at me. I didn't even plan that. Yeah, we watched the Prom Pact. And it was a movie.
I don't know if it was anywhere near Chink and Dunk.
It wasn't. All peace, all love. Chink and Dunk, I think, should be nominated for an Academy Award. Take that to Sundance. But anyways.
That's not how Sundance works.
I know that. Her trying to tell me how movies work. I know that. That's the funny. That's what makes it funny.
I know. I got it. It's comedy. Sorry, guys.
Anyways.
The Prom Pact. Okay, so Chink and Dunk. Did we say 6.57 out of 10?
I don't remember what I said, but I want to give it an 8.
Don't change it now.
I think I gave it an 8.
Okay, I'm going to say
7. Like something
okay, so we'll say 7. Prom Pact out of 10, you guys.
A 4.
A 4.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
It was so long too, like
and like all over the place. And I felt like it was like written by like not even, it was like, is it Gen X? Is that like our
Gen
parents?
X is our parents.
Yeah. So it's like it was like if a Gen Xer was trying to write a movie as a millennial,
as like a millennial feminist,
but as a millennial feminist for a Gen Zer, because the character is supposed to be 16.
Yeah,
it was awful.
Well, and also like spoiler alert if you haven't watched the Prom Pact,
don't.
But also like I just feel like putting a woman to choose between Harvard and a fucking high school boy. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that, like, okay, spoiler alert, again, she goes to Harvard, but, like, she meets up with him there, and then they're like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know? And I know she ended up choosing college, but putting her in the position to choose is fucking ridiculous. No, I'm not throwing my future away for some fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like putting women in that position is inherently anti-feminist.
Yeah,
it's like the only thing that could make her think twice about her future is some fucking mediocre dick. No.
You know that guy on TikTok that runs like a conservative dating app and he does skits? That's what it sounded like. He wrote this character.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Kind of, but it wasn't like offensive.
No, but I'm saying in the way that like he like acts like that's how we act.
Yeah, it's like
that's
that's why I said it's almost like a caricature of like what a young feminist woman looks like who's like currently in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only reason I didn't really like fuck with it.
No.
And like also like making her like she immediately loses all sight of her morals and like her like allegiance to her friends, like because she's like digmatized. Like that's the shit that I'm like,
I just thought it was annoying. Such an old tale that they've done over and over where she like, if you watch it, because I told you, I bet as soon as she starts falling in love with that guy, her hair's going to come down. Yeah,
that always does. Yeah. And she wears like brighter colors and like still the blazer budget on that movie. I'm curious to know. Because they had my girl in a fucking blazer at every point.
Every chance they could get.
Every, like, leisure and school and work. Like, that bitch was in a blazer.
Also, there were huge continuity errors in the movie, too.
That too, yeah.
Where she's doing something, I'm like, she wore that outfit earlier. She just wears it again? No.
Also, lighting. Like, they tried to light it so strangely.
I'm wondering if it's because it was supposed to be in Seattle.
And they're trying to make it like foggy outside.
Yeah, like overcast.
Well, then put it in sunny LA. Like what the fuck?
You guys should have watched Twilight more.
Well, yeah, exactly. Where they film it like Ozark, it has like that blue fucking tint on it the whole time. But also, I just feel like I just fucking hate when they have like women who are smart, like they're determined. But then they make them fucking pick-me's, first of all, because she was a raging pick-me in the beginning.
Completely intolerable.
She was a raging pick-me. She was a fucking hater. Yeah. Like, she hated all the pretty bitches at her schoole.
Yeah.
Even though they were nice and just as smart as her.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, she calls them Everest because, like, they've peaked, which is honestly kind of funny. But, like, you kind of ate down with that, but still. Like, that's funny, but, like, don't do that to other women who haven't done anything to you. So they made her a raging pick-me, but she's, like, smart.
And pro-woman.
And her parents are like, why don't you go get fucked up more? And it's like, she's like, Mom, I'm going to Harvard. Like, come on. I
know.
I feel like we could have done better.
Yeah. That movie like could have came out in 2012. Like that was how I felt in high school. In high school.
Yeah. And and that's why I said like, this fucking boy like gets her to open up and then she stops being a pick me, which makes no sense, right? And then she's all of a sudden questioning whether or not she wants to go to Harvard. Like, what the fuck?
You know what it kind of reminded me of? The Duff.
Yes, exactly.
And then she immediately stopped.
And she was also a pick me.
And she stops because a boy he's like, I have more to offer than my brawn. I have brain.
Dog. The way that like, it's like hot, skinny white men are like, I'm not just these pair of tits. I'm also a human. Like, bro, what the fuck? You're telling me a man's gonna tell me what it's like to be judged or discriminated against?
All that to go to prom. I couldn't believe it.
God, you know what? If I had a nickel for every time women just oogled my bitties and didn't think I had anything going on up here.
I'm not just brown, I'm also brain. That's how I felt watching it. It was awful.
And it's like,
the best friend was the best character. I loved him.
Yeah, he was funny.
He was really good.
Yeah, I fucked with him.
He had a great storyline.
And honestly, he ate her up. Like she was being a bad friend, and then he like literally lit her up so fucking bad. They went viral again on TikTok, kind of like Chang. And then he was like, my bad. Probably should have had that convo in private.
Oh, I hate when that happens. As if he didn't see everyone going,
no shit. That's why I'm like, okay. But the Prom Pact, like, I give it a 4. There was lots of cool representation in it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like they had lots of different couples featured in it.
So they had like queer couples in there, right?
Yeah.
So they had 2 boys that were kissing.
Oh my God. And they had,
but you never see them kiss. That's what I'm saying. So they had them on screen, but they showed like 7 million straight couples kissing.
Yeah.
And then they were just insinuating like, oh, 2 boys were kissing.
Yeah. They had like 2.
Show it on screen, you coward.
That's 1. And 2, they also had like way more sexual innuendos than any Disney movie I've ever seen.
Was, like one of the characters literally verbatim said, I'm trying to put some P in some V.
Have you ever put your P in some V? And I was like, what the fuck? And then, and I was like, I literally for a second, I was like, this is Disney, right? Like I fucking put this on Disney. I was shocked. I was like, what about the children? As an almost 28-year-old, I'm watching the
almost 30-year-old adult being like, but you guys, the kids.
But also like, it was just so, again, forced. Like, it's like, that's not how kids talk at all.
No. They talk about dick and cock and balls. That's what they talk about.
And you know what? Where's the representation on that?
That's what I'm saying.
And I feel like I just hate when they make like a caricature of women who are like smart.
I agree.
And they make them also pick-me's. What the fuck, bro? And then there were other women who were also smart in that movie and they were not pick-me's. But she was like talking about them like they were, or she was
stupid. Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was talking shit on them and like being a fucking pick-me. So I'm like, she's so concerned about misogyny, but she's being misogynistic. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Good thing a white boy can help her unsee it.
God, if there's anyone that can help you unlearn prejudice,
it's white men.
It's a white man.
It's a privileged, super privileged white man
who can tell you all about being disenfranchised.
Yeah.
Yeah. And systemic oppression.
And you guys, he coaches his local like
YMCA team.
And it's not boys, it's young girls. So
and she's like, you're the only girl he's ever brought here. And then all of a sudden her hair falls down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shirt cut gets lower.
That's how I said. You put my bitch in a blazer and you make her a pick-me. Why don't you just come get this knife out of my back while you're at it? Not Doogie.
Not my girl Doogie.
They did that to the Doogs.
I thought the same thing.
It's true.
She deserved more.
Anyways, guys, I think you could watch it to Kiki and giggle, but it's no Chang Can Dunk.
It's not, and it also felt like the longest movie in the world.
It did. It was like 3 hours, or it felt like it was.
I was like, what is this, Oppenheimer? It's taking so long.
Dude, Billy was like, how much longer is left in this movie? Because we had been watching for like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It's a long ass movie. But anyways.
All right, friends, we're going to take a quick little break with our friends at Babbel. So for most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers. I personally took, like I've talked about before, I took Spanish 1, 2, and 3 in high school. And then in college, I got to take Spanish 2 for a whole year so I could finish my BA really fast. But now, thanks to Babbel, the language learning app that's sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language. Whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with family, or you just have some free time, Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world. So I personally have chosen to continue my education with Spanish because even though I'm pretty relatively conversational, I want to become fluent. So when I travel or I'm listening to songs that are written in Spanish, I can understand what they're saying and maybe I can sing along. I don't know. So Babbel has 15-minute lessons that make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go. And they also have expertly crafted lessons that are built around real life. You'll learn how to have practical conversations about travel, relationships, business, and more. So right now, you can get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/2idiotgirls. That's babbel.com/2idiotgirls for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life. Now back to the episode.
On a brighter note, Islands reposted me. In case anyone's curious.
You guys, tell them to give us a deal similar to Cardi B and McDonald's.
The Cardi B Offset meal, have me and Dason give us a meal at Islands.
Give us a 2 Idiot Girls meal, please.
At Islands.
I'm begging you, please.
That would be a dream.
Fuck the billboard.
That's why I said,
give us a deal with Islands.
That's what I said. At this point, I'm doing personal PR for them. I'm doing marketing for Islands Burgers, at Islands Burgers on Instagram. That's what it's called.
Please.
I did follow the account. They did not follow me back, but I will keep you guys updated.
I'll give you 2 more weeks and then I'm going to unfollow you.
I literally just put Islands till I die. And I just tagged them and they just reposted it, but said nothing.
And let's have some conversations. Let's get some things rolling.
And then I reposted their repost and I put, this is my Everest. A mountain I will climb. So anyways, thanks for all your Islands tags.
Get us in there. Red Robin Gourmet Burgers and Brews. Get us in there. That's
why it's why are you ordering a pizza? Red Robin Gourmet Burgers and Brews. The pizza's not so good. It's not called Red Robin
Gourmet Burgers and Brews and Pizza. It's not called that.
Gourmet Pizza, Brews, and Burgers. You know what I mean? Use your brain.
What's so gourmet about the brews? They all come out of it everywhere else. It's the vibes.
Just the vibes.
It's the vibes.
It's the ambiance.
Same as Islands. People go, is it that good? It's the vibes.
To me, it is. Yeah. To me, it's Michelin star. To me, me going to Islands is literally the movie The Menu. I go to an island and I get off and I'm Nicholas Hoult. I'm literally he's a genius. You guys don't understand. Me talking about him. That's me going to Islands.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I go and I get really, really mad at the prostitute that I hired to be my girlfriend, even though I knew I was gonna die. Yeah,
stupid.
Because that's how dedicated I am.
You got to do what you got to do. Did you watch that interview with John Leguizamo? Because he was in that movie.
Yeah.
And he was saying that Anya was the only one that got to actually eat food. So she ate the burger.
Yeah.
And he was saying, and they had to keep doing the take over and over again. And he said, none of us had eaten because we've been eating fake food the whole time.
Yeah.
He's we were all dying smelling the hamburgers. He's so after we wrapped, I bought everyone 5 Guys because I was I can't take it anymore.
That's funny. I love that. I always feel I used to watch those. Have you ever watched those Notes on a Scene things?
Yeah.
With Vanity Fair. Did you ever watch the Knives Out one?
I think so.
When he talks about the scene.
Was it with Brian Johnson?
Is that the writer of the movie? Yes. Where he talks about the scene where they meet Ransom for the first time.
Yeah.
The audience. And he's eating those crackers or whatever. He was I felt really bad for him after a while. He had to start spitting them out because he was just eating thousands of them. And he was I always say to people, if you see them eating in a scene, feel bad for them because it's disgusting and they have to eat it a million fucking times. But he said his mouth started getting so fucking chalky, because they're just the thickest. That's what I was thinking
in School of Rock when Jack Black asks who has food, I'm hungover, and he's eating the sandwich. Every take he took, he spit it out because he said it was so gross.
It just gets disgusting after all. I can't even imagine.
Movie magic.
Nothing like it. What else?
Islands. I won't spit out your burgers and brews.
No, I definitely wouldn't. In fact, I'd force everyone. I'd sit on someone's neck and force them to eat it. You know what's funny is we haven't even what I thought about when you were talking about movie magic. Also, we heard about Moana.
We did.
The live casting.
And we're here to tell you we don't have any information.
I got nothing.
We'll be sat like you guys to watch it.
I will be there to watch it, but I also would like to manifest being in it. And I don't care who you cast me as. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not picky. I made this joke to my cousin Josh, but I was like, I'll literally lay face down in the water and she can stand and explore the oceans on my back. Like, I'll be the boat. I don't care. Just put me in it.
I said I wanted to be the crab because that's my grandpa's name.
Yeah.
And I think he deserves a fighting chance.
Yeah, you know, make me like a background character. I'm cool
Make
with
us
that.
the little coconuts.
Make me the men that can't find the fish. Like, I'm just like one of the men. And they're like, there's no fish. And, and then they watch her get disciplined in front of them. Make me one of those guys. That's
and
cool.
you're topless in the back. And
Yeah.
I feel like you're a little not what we're looking for.
They're like, we never asked you to be topless. So
Put your shirt.
I was like, I just feel like it's culturally and historically accurate.
Yeah.
Me being committed to the
I'm really trying to take people back, you know?
way back.
So that's a great segue into our topic today, which is embarrassing prom and high school dance memories.
Yes.
So we have, gosh, where to begin? Close to 1 million. We've also told this story before.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a lot of you are new and you don't know it.
Yeah, it was a long time
When
ago.
I wrote it in the caption, people were like, what is that? Did you read the caption?
No.
I said, did your prom date look like he could be part of the staff? What's my prom date? And then the other one said, or
did he look like
no, the other one.
go ahead. Hardened truck driver?
True.
Did he look like he could have been a chaperone?
The other one said, or did your date refuse to dance with you the entire night, but then when you were sitting outside with him, he showed you his secret dance moves, and part of it involved him pretending to shove an imaginary dildo up his butt. But he was very religious.
You wrote all of that in the caption?
Yeah, and I said, girl, I don't know.
And everyone's like, huh? Listen.
Let's give them the 30-second version of this.
I'll do my best, but every time you tell me that, you know I can't fit those time frames.
I know. And then people go, let her tell the story. And I'm here to tell you, no. We have to get through. And then, because you know what? I let her tell the story, and then you guys are like, you didn't read enough of those. Because the bit goes on too long.
It's a balancing act. Well,
let her tell the story. That's how you sound to me.
Turn down the mic.
Literally.
Basically, we went to prom, Dayson's senior year, my junior year, we went to prom with strangers.
My junior year and my senior year,
I went with a stranger. Yeah.
Don't recommend it. Here we go.
I don't know if this is just a Psalm 1 thing. Let me know if there's other people who do this, but like someone's especially, like, they will go with people they've never met before.
I think the reason
we do
why
that a lot
is because we're not allowed to date.
That's too, yeah.
So I think it's easier to go with a family friend than it is to pick someone from your school, because I'm not allowed to date, so I don't want to pick someone I like at my school.
That's fair. And I didn't like anybody at my school. So
I liked everybody at my school.
Yeah. So it's very common though for a lot of Polynesian people to like go with people they've never met, but they're like moms are friends or cousins are friends or whatever. Like they're friend of families.
Yeah.
So we went with strangers. Daisy went with strangers 2 times. And the time we went together, in short, it was a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because one of the men that we were, the other one was like fine.
My date?
Like the guy that went with Dace, like he was fine. Like he
was nice.
He was nice, but he was just really quiet. Like he never really talked. And then the other one, I wish he didn't talk nearly as much as he did. I don't know. He was just one of the worst people I've ever met in my life, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he was a huge misogynist.
Yeah, if he has one op, it's me. Yeah. Like he and I are ops for life. He was a raging bigot, and I knew it for sure when I met him in person, but up until that point, I didn't know anything about him. Like we tried texting and stuff to get to know each other before he came, and they drove from far away. And so like he drove all the way to California to come with us, and
just to be a fucking, you can't even say prude because he wasn't being like,
he was an uppity asshole is what he was. Like he was like he truly was so holier than thou, but he was also a big fucking weirdo. Like you just you can't be both. Like you gotta be one or the other.
He was
like
literally that guy that you sent me TikTok. He goes, "Hello, girl in the green shirt. What's the odds of giving your number?"
No shit. Like those, and that guy's my mutual. Like we're so friends.
Funny. He acted like him in real life.
Yes, like the men that make those, they're like, how about this? I give you my number. We get tacos tomorrow night. Like he was one of those guys. Like he was one of a nice guy incel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm a nice guy. Like,
And above all this, guys, me being mostly gay, he was hot.
Yeah.
And so that was the worst part. Imagine going to prom with Zac Efron. That's just such a great example.
He was so, dude. And I will say this, like, that was the year that Billy asked me to prom and I said no.
Yeah.
Because of other reasons. But we were still friends. Like, me and Billy were still friends. And, like, Billy is very handsome, too. So, like, the two of them.
Both of them.
The two of them were the best looking people there.
Yeah.
I think Billy's better looking, clearly.
Yeah.
But, like, he just stood out because no one in our school looked like him. And it just like Billy, like the way Billy stood out because nobody looks like him. It was that guy too. Like Billy's much better looking than him in my opinion. But like,
even then I would say that
even then. But like he was just a fucking nightmare. Like he was just the rudest, most like entitled fucking weirdo I've ever met in my life.
He was a freakazoid for real.
Yeah. That's why like some people are like, and I'm not saying like, oh, he had weird, quirky interests.
No.
I mean, like he was fucking rude.
Yeah.
And so much so that like in the beginning, it started slow. Like it was a really slow burn, him like slowly showing us who he really was. But we just had this distaste. Like as soon as we met him, like, it was just like this weird, like awkward. And it wasn't because like we didn't know each other. I mean, that was part of it.
Yeah.
But like I can talk to anybody. I can make friends with anybody. Like I've done that with Dace before. Like Dason's way more shy than me when we were in high school. And even she was like really trying to like make conversation and shit. Like one of the rudest things he said was he said to me this verbatim. He said, what are you wearing for shoes? And I said, I'm just wearing I wore fucking slippers.
We both wore rainbows to prom.
Yeah. And that was
Kelly girls.
That was not me being like Converse with my dress. Like I literally just didn't want to wear heels. Like I just didn't want to because they hurt my feet. So I just didn't want to. And I just started being I'm like, because I was an athlete. So I started being a pick me.
I'm not wearing that shit all night.
Yeah. I don't know how you girls do it. Like I turn into a dick. No. I just didn't want to wear them. No. That's the only reason. And so I was like, oh, I'm wearing like slippers. And then he goes, oh, good. Because he was like barely taller than me. Like he was probably like an inch.
And that's not his fault. It's just that Drew is a giant man.
Yeah, I was like 5'10", 5'11". So he was like 6'1" maybe. And he was like, oh, okay, that's good. I'm like, is it? And he goes, yeah, because if you were taller than me, I wouldn't want to go because that's gay. And that was like my first like, what? Like when he said that, I go, what do you mean? He goes, because like who wants to go with a girl who's taller than him? And I go,
mind you too, here are 2 red flags he did before he came.
Yeah.
First one, he was supposed to bring his friend that we met.
Yes.
He didn't. He brought because that wasn't his best friend. He brought his best friend, who was the hardened truck driver. Well,
the other 2 couldn't come.
Sure. I think they could, but he wanted to bring his best friend.
I think they couldn't. Honestly,
his best friend who looked like Walter White from Breaking Bad.
Well, the other two were Samoan boys. So
no, I know, and I wanted to go. I would rather.
No, I know,
yeah.
I know that, but I'm saying like they would have come. I think they would have.
No, I don't think they didn't want
just
to.
for the experience.
I think he was like, okay, yeah, I want to bring my best friend. Like those were his friends, like his best.
I honestly think he didn't even ask the second one because he said he asked 2 of them.
He didn't.
The first one he did, and he was busy that weekend, so he couldn't come. I don't think he even asked the other guy. I think he just was like, he made an executive decision to bring somebody else.
That was 1. And then 2, he cut his hair before he came and we didn't know that. And not that we would have been like, ew, get out. But we were just like, oh, your hair's different. But Drew,
my guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had long hair and that was like half of the appeal.
Yeah. Drew could have very easily been like, hard pass. That's gay. Get out.
And also like, he said bigoted shit like that, like so openly. And then he would laugh, like he would guffaw. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I just didn't understand.
It was awful. So we went on a date with him to Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh my God.
And he didn't tell us till we got there that he was scared of roller coasters.
Oh, no. He told me he wasn't afraid of roller coasters. I asked him multiple times.
Then we get there and he goes, oh, I'm scared of roller coasters. And it made Drew so mad that she went on Accelerator, which if you've been in Knott's Berry Farm, then you know that roller coaster. And at the time, that was like really scary to us.
And I was really scared of roller coasters.
And so just the 2 of us went and both our dates set off.
That's how mad I was.
Yeah. And
he made me so mad. I went on a ride and I was angry the whole time. I wasn't even scared.
Like in SpongeBob where they go to Glove World.
And he's like holding his That was me. On Accelerator, bitch, like look it up. It's a scary ass roller coaster.
So he did that. He said he had motion sickness. Like if it wasn't like one thing, it was like 6 other things.
Girl,
was wrong
he
with
was
him.
complaining the whole time. And he didn't pay for shit. Like, even though he said he would not. He refused almost to like pay for shit. And then he was like, I just feel like my feet hurt. I just feel like my this, or I feel like this. And I was so angry. I said, oh, you're sick? And he goes, yeah. I go, you sit here then. And then we went on the
such like weenie head junior.
And then we went on the ride. We came off. I took Jason to another ride. I was like, fuck them. And we like went on a few rides by ourselves.
We just left them there.
We left them sitting and eating in that fucking diner.
All right, friends, we're going to take a quick little break with our friends at Lumi. So Lumi was created by an OBGYN who discovered and proved in clinical testing that the vagina is not to blame for day-to-day odor below the belt. So she developed Lumi, a uniquely formulated pH-balanced deodorant. It's aluminum-free, skin-safe, and clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours. New customers get $5 off Lumi's starter pack with code 2idiotgirls at lumideodorant.com/2idiotgirls. So I've tried the whole body deodorant. I've used it on my pits and I've tried it under my boobs just to see how it would work. Not that it gets smelly there, but I just wanted to see how it worked. And so far, so good. I really liked that one. I also tried, they came with like a little body wash that I really like because I've been on my gym kick recently. So that one helps with like preventing odor and things like that, bacteria and things like that. So I really enjoyed that one. So Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash, which I highly recommend, and the deodorant wipes, which I also use and take to the gym with me so I can use in between. If I leave the gym to go do something, I could use that really quick in my car. And it also comes with free shipping. So as a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code 2idiotgirls at lumideodorant.com/2idiotgirls. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit lumideodorant.com and use code 2idiotgirls. Now back to the episode. Then the next day,
I was so mad.
Then the next day we go to prom. Everyone wants to see our prom dates because they don't go to our school.
And also,
the way so many of you were like, Dos Lagos girlies.
Yeah. Hey, if you know, we all took our prom pics there.
Dos Lagos.
IE girls.
The bridge, yeah.
Yeah. But also, too, like, when we were waiting in line to go into prom, before that, we go to dinner with our best friend and her date. Yes.
And we're all talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
And then our friend's date, Kehlani, her date goes.
He asked him about being someone, like he was like, oh, like, ask him about it. And he goes, I don't really know much about it. Like, I don't ever talk to my someone family. And then he was like, oh, okay. Because our friend is someone and her date was Hawaiian, was Kanaka. So like we're all like Polynesian except Jason's date, who was a white guy.
A white man, yeah.
And so he asked him about it and then he goes, honestly, I wish I was full white.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And then we were like, what? And he goes, yeah, I just wish I was full white. Like I wish I wasn't Samoan. I wish I was just full white like everybody else in my school. And we were like, what the fuck? And then I just couldn't take it anymore. After that comment, I was like, I can't do this anymore. So then we get to the dance and I'm like already annoyed. And we're standing in line waiting to go in and it's fucking cold outside. And so our friend's date gives her his jacket. Jason's date offered. She goes, I'm good.
You would like look at me and I'm fucking smoking a cigarette off to the side. So I'm fucking over it.
Jason was like, no, I'm good. I'm not even cold. She was definitely cold.
I have like rock hard nipples. All the hair standing up.
I go, it is kind of cold out here, huh? Like shockingly that. And I was talking to Kehlani, our friend Kehlani,
our bestie. Yeah.
She goes, yeah, it's so weird. That's all I said. Then this fucking bitch goes, my date. He goes, oh, is that like a sign? And then I go, what? And then he goes, what are you like saying that because you want me to like give you my jacket or something? Like he's like. What was the goal of making that joke? Like, what? I couldn't tell if it was a joke or if he was being for real.
Yeah.
Because again, he's a raging misogynist. He says that shit. I go, what the fuck makes you think I want your jacket? I don't want your fucking jacket. It's not even cold. It's not even that fucking cold. Like, and then I start lighting him up in front of everyone. And I was like, don't make those fucking comments again, dude. Like, that shit's not fucking funny. And he was like, oh, I was just kidding. And then he was trying to put the jacket on me. And then I go, I don't want it anymore. Because now I'm hot because I'm fucking raging. And so then I go in pissed off. The rest of the night, downhill from there. Just an absolute shit show. I had so many girls from my school come up to me and be like, oh my God, your date's so cute. And I was like, do you want him?
Yeah.
Who'd you come with? I'll fucking trade you.
I was like, 2 for 0. I'll give you both our dates if you don't give me anything. It's a deal of a lifetime.
Yeah. Take him, honestly. Take him.
No, my date was really nice. I just didn't know him and he was just weird.
Yeah, he was quiet. And he even told me that. He even told me, yeah, he doesn't act at all like how he looks. That's what he told me about my date. I go, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? I just figured that out.
Yeah.
I could have told you that fucking 2 days ago.
Yeah, so we get in there. We're dancing. We're having fun.
Then I start having fun because then we're with our friends.
Yeah, we're like, who cares?
And we're like,
Let's dance and
whatever,
have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drew had asked your date, do you want to dance? And he was, all our friends are grinding. I don't like to dance like that, so I'm not doing that. And neither is Drew. And Drew's like, no, do you want to dance? He goes, like that?
And I was like, well, it doesn't have to look like that, but like we can like dance together.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. And then this is where the uppity shit comes in. Because then he's like, that's so against God. That's what he tells me. And then I made a joke.
Please don't forget he said that. That's against God. And then we'll finish this.
Yeah,
right.
he's like, that's against God. And I go, and then I make a joke. I'm like, well, you can ask for forgiveness tomorrow because it was Saturday. It was a joke. And he goes, that's not funny. And then he walks away from me. And I was like, I thought it was kind of funny.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, shit, is this thing on? And then I was like, well, goddamn. And after that, that awkward I feel like I was so stunned by him acting like that I just kind of laughed, but I didn't really react the way I think I would have now. But like, then we go outside, take a breather, because clearly it's tense.
I literally would just start, like, I would just leave because I didn't want to be around all of them. So,
Capricorn.
yeah. So Drew would come follow me. So then all of them come out. I'm like,
yeah. So then we sit down, and it seems like things are starting to like relax a little bit, I guess. Like, I don't know. They just like, her date was talking a little bit more. Our friends were there. And then her date tells mine, you should show him your dance moves. And he's like, oh yeah. Like, he's like pumped now. Like, he's like having his moods were like this all night. Like, fucking weirdo, dude. And then he like, yeah, show him your favorite one. He goes, yeah. And he stands up and he's like, this is what I can't even tell you what it is because it's his name. But like, it was like and then his name.
Okay. That's
the name of the move. And so he stands up and he's like, yeah, it's like 2 moves combined. Basically, he stands up and he's like, it's 2 moves at one. Every time I tell this story, the ick makes me want to like rip my own eyelashes out. Like, it's so embarrassing every time I relive it. I feel like I transport back to that time, like when I saw it the first time.
I said that whole weekend, I felt like I was just chain smoking cigarettes, like trying to get over my life.
Wish I was.
Like,
I was
outside smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, God, stop following me. I remember I sat at like a picnic table, and then my date sat next to me, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Like in Romeo and Michelle.
Yeah.
Goth girl.
Yeah.
That's like,
yeah. And I was like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
He stands up and he's like, half of it's like unscrewing a light bulb.
You have to stand up and show them.
No, I'm not going to do that because I'll be out of frame. But like, he's like standing up and he's like unscrewing a light bulb. And then with the other hand, he says, this is mere minutes after you told me grinding is against God.
Okay. This isn't though.
Nope. He's like, and then the other hand, you pretend you're holding a dildo and you're shoving it up your own butt.
And he's standing up. We're outside. There's so like fucking 100 people out there.
And I'm not kidding. Like, I wish I was I know I embellished to like be funny.
He's a big bitch, so everyone can see him. He's standing and doing that.
My friends were there.
And he's spinning in a circle.
My friends were
and
there.
And you did it in front of my friend.
And you did it at my birthday dinner. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I wish I was making that up, but like, that is the literal verbatim description he gave us. And he's doing it and he's like going like, ooh, like making noise and shit. And the only person
what song do you think's in the background? Somebody come get her.
Not even that came out when we were in high school. It's like it's fucking shit.
What's the Travis Scott song? Not
It's
Travis
like-
Scott. What's his name?
No, it's like
Rack City.
It's fucking Gas Pedal by Sage the Gemini.
That came out when I was in college.
Yeah, that came out when we were in college.
No, like Rack City's playing.
No, what's that? It's A Ladies by Travis Porter.
I was thinking Travis Porter. Listen.
Travis Porter's blasting in the background.
Now,
And,
ladies.
yeah. Or Don't Drop That Dantana is playing in the background and he's doing that. And my friends are like, when I tell you my friends were like gooped, bitch.
Gobsmacks.
The way, oh my God. It's just, and I'm not kidding. I stood up from the table and I went to the bathroom and I cried.
She said, everyone here thinks I'm a joke.
I told Jason, I was like, I can't do it anymore, dude. I just can't. I can't do this anymore. And I was telling her, I look so pretty and I'm here with that fucking weirdo and I just like hate everything about it. And I was telling her, do you think we could send them home or something? And she was like, how are we going to do that? We came in the same car. And I was like, I don't
And
care.
like Uber did not exist.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been like, hey, your Uber's here. We got to stay and clean up. We're part of the dance committee.
I
all
would
of
have
a sudden.
called a fucking cab. Like I would have just
You're like whistling.
I was literally crying and I was like, I can't. I'm that fucking weirdo, dude. Like
It was bad.
minutes after he slut shamed the fuck out of me, he demonstrates that dance move to me, which I don't know what about, like, you know, he was so against like grinding because he said that's against God. But like, what do you know about dildos? Like, how do you know about dildos?
How do you know they go up your butt? It's that like weird, like homoerotic, like
White guy humor.
yeah.
It's
and
like that
and
white
his
kid
friend
shit.
that I had as a date was fucking, and then I wanted to take my cigarette and put it out in his head. I'm like, move.
The way that Jason goes, let's just ditch him. Like, let's just go have fun.
Haven't you noticed I've been trying all
Jason was
night?
like, let's just go have fun by ourselves. Like, fuck them, dude. Like, and I was like,
And so we did. We went in, we
did,
left them
yeah.
out there and we were dancing. And then they came in. And then it was almost like he could tell. That's why, like, I can't even imagine how he is in a relationship. But he came in, like, super apologetic because he's super gaslighty and weird.
yeah. Like, every time I got mad and, like, would leave, he would follow me around and try to be, like, lovey and
It
affectionate.
was weird.
It was so
he came
weird.
over. He's like, "What's a slow dance? We should slow dance." And then I immediately started leaving. She was like, "You have to slow dance with your date."
Well, because he was nice. Like, he wouldn't do anything.
I don't care. I don't want to. I would rather sit there by myself
And no one.
with no one.
Dude. And
It's
he did meet
god-awful.
Billy that night, but I kept the interaction to a 2.5 seconds max because I just knew, like, Billy's too smart and too funny. Like, he would have fucked him up so bad
It was
verbally.
really bad. Yeah.
Like, and he was a weirdo and he was rude and disrespectful. Like, he was just the worst. He was the worst.
Fun fact though, Adam glammed us for that.
For that prom.
Yeah.
He did, in fact. And it was a slay.
It was a slay.
And that's why I felt so fucking pretty. And he ruined it. Well, he didn't ruin how I felt about myself. He just ruined my night.
yeah.
My senior year prom was fine. I went with a friend. That was fine. Like, I had fun at that one. That was cool. But yeah, what a fucking cow bummer.
So that's why we wanted to share our prom story because it's prom season and we just watched the Prom Pact and we wanted to hear your guys' stories.
Yeah.
So we'll get into those.
Yes.
Okay, so this one's from Sydney. I feel like this is a super common one.
Okay.
So she said, I was super obsessed with this guy and he asked me to the dance. And when we went, he left me at prom to dance with his ex-girlfriend and everyone knew we came together. So everyone asked me why he was with someone else and kept pointing it out to me.
Oh, that's sad.
I feel like that happens a lot. That's weird.
It does happen a lot, even when I was in high school. Like, and it was really common when I was in high school to go with someone and then to leave and just dance with other people, which I always thought kind of sucked. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, my senior year, I wanted to do that too. So I was like, I can't even say that I didn't, but I wanted to.
Not dance with another guy, just dance with your friends, right?
No, I wanted to dance with other men, but like, I didn't though, is my point. Like,
yeah.
like, because I had respect for my date. Like, and that's just because we were buddies, but you know, like, I didn't want to dance like that with him.
Yeah.
And because I wasn't attracted to him. So that's why.
Yeah, I feel that.
But like, but see, that's the difference between me and like a shitty high school boy, I guess, because that sucks though. I do think that's pretty common. I feel like that's okay to do, I guess, at other dances if you go in groups. Like you don't go with dates.
Yeah, so like I posted 2 pictures of us at dances. They were all from within the same year. So the first one was prom, and the other one was homecoming.
Homecoming, yeah.
Homecoming, you should not, unless you're dating, you should not go with a date.
Yeah, I agree.
And you should just be a big slut all night.
That's what I did.
Dance around, have fun.
That's what I did. And I got that dress that day at Windsor.
And then actually I thought you got it at Kohl's.
No, that one I got at Windsor.
Okay, this next one's from Cameron. She said, my crush asked me to prom when I was a sophomore and he was a junior. I was ecstatic. The night before prom, he told me he was gay, so I was his beard. We had a great time because there was no pressure at all, but everyone kept asking me if we were dating and I had to pretend that we were. Remember, you have Easy A. Remember?
Oh, yeah. That's
what a great
cute.
friend.
That's a sweet story.
I like that one.
I like that. That's not embarrassing. Would you just want to flex on us that you had so much fun with your nice, sweet date?
That you went with someone who probably respected you all night?
Yeah, literally. I will say this. Both proms I had, both nights when we got back to the house, and that weird energy enters.
We were like, okay, bye. Just walking into the
both
house.
times you're like, all right.
Not even.
See you later.
I had a cigarette in the
She was already gone. But then I was like, he was like, yeah, are we going to hang out? My junior, when we went back to the house.
Who said that?
My date asked
us.
Yes. He was like,
are you talking about my junior?
No.
And I was like, no, we went and took him home.
No, my junior, we were like, they were like, do you want to, are we going to hang out?
Let's keep this good vibes keep going.
Yeah. When he said, are we going to hang out? I go, nope. Night.
My junior year prom, I thought he was so cute. He was my cousin's friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started hitting on my sister like 3 days later. So then the next year I go with a baldy girl. The closet was made of glass. I would rather have gone by myself. You know, like Dennis Rodman married himself in Vegas. Yeah. I would rather have done that. Like dressed half as like in a suit, half in a gown. I would rather have done that. It's fucking awful.
I feel it, brother.
Okay, this next one's from Stephanie. She said, I took my neighbor to prom. He was 2 years younger than me and I had a huge crush on him. I was totally shocked he agreed to go with me. I tried to kiss him at the end of the night and he swerved and the pin on his boutonniere stabbed me in the boob. The emotional damage and physical pain was too much combined.
Oh, that's sad. Well, you know what? At least you put yourself out there.
I feel that.
At least you put yourself out there and you tried.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's probably traumatic at the time, but now you can giggle about it.
Yeah, I doubt he even remembers that.
Honestly, I commend you because I was never like that as like a teen.
Mm-hmm.
I was never one that was brave enough to put myself out there like that.
No, me neither.
With like
literally
anyone.
at all.
Like at all.
Yeah.
So I commend you because I didn't have that when I was a teen.
I don't even have that now. As an almost 30-year-old woman. So I have a lot of respect for you.
Yeah, same.
Okay, this one's from Anissa. She said, joke's on me. I never went to prom. And here I am at almost 30 years old regretting it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I always recommend that people go, even if you just go with your friends.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a memory. You know what I mean? It's like a core thing. It's kind of the same thing that you hear when you see like young child actors that like they were like, you know, entering stardom at prom age. So they never had a prom or they never went to prom because they were like homeschooled.
Yeah.
And a lot of them always say they wish they had the experience. I think it's just like the fanfare of it is the fun of it. Like it's like getting your dress, like coordinating a ride, like, you know what I mean? Like all that kind of shit is the fun part of it. I feel like, but I mean, like when you ride in the limos or the buses together, that's like it's like your first time doing that without your parents.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
You go to dinner.
Yeah, you go to dinner, you pay for it with your parents' money, but it feels like it's yours.
Yeah. Okay, this one's from Meg. She said, this is a 2-parter. So I wore high top Converse with a long dress to my senior prom because I wasn't like other girls.
Quirky.
Slay. And then she said, also, my younger brother was dating one of my friends and everyone at the after party wanted him there more than me.
You know what's funny is
I felt like that too when I was just kidding.
Billy had like a huge after party their senior year because he's the same age as Days or same grade as Days. And he had a huge after party and he like was like, you guys are coming, right? You guys are coming to my party. And like we told you, like Billy was really popular in high school. We were really popular in high school too. So like Billy was like the guy like in high school and he had this huge after party.
Yeah.
And he kept asking us and we were like, yeah, I think we are. Yeah. And then like we had the worst night ever with the worst people ever. So we were kind of like, and also I had to fucking play soccer the next day. So I couldn't even fucking go if I wanted to. I wish I did though. Sometimes I wish I did go to that party.
Yeah. But I'm kind of like, I didn't go. So I didn't go.
Yeah. I don't care. But when I think about it, I'm like, I think we would have had fun if we went alone.
Yeah, but I couldn't drink, so I can't even imagine being there and watching other kids my own age drinking. Because when I got to college and I was watching people my own age drink, I'm like, what is this?
I feel that. So that's why we were like, he had like the funnest after party ever. Everyone told us about it the following week.
I was like, dang. You guys are crazy.
You guys are so crazy. Raging at 16. But also, like, it was just a really fun party because everybody from high school was there. But I was like, you don't want to see that fucking weirdo in that environment.
He wouldn't have gone.
He would have gone to, like, prove a point to me. Like, if I said, I'm going. He would have been like,
I told him, okay, you have to drive then so I can drink. You'd be like, what? I'm not encouraging that.
He's like, that's against God. Anyways, still do up the butt.
Hilarious, right? Okay, this next one's from Caitlin. She said, my senior year, I was known for doing the worm at social events. I don't know how or why it happened. It just did. Fast forward to my last homecoming. The night is ending and the lights turn on. Everyone starts a dance circle and people are chanting for me to do the worm. I wanted to pass the worm baton to a junior, so her and I both did it. It went on for 15 minutes, just us doing the worm. A teacher saw chaperone and said, get the fuck up so we can all go home. Then on our way out, the same teacher to another teacher said, that was the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen. After that, I retired old wormy and I never wormed in public ever again.
I just imagine
What do you think her sign is? This is pretty crazy. So she's a Sag sun.
Yeah.
A Leo moon.
I knew it.
Which is why she doesn't care about doing the worm in public. She's not embarrassed by it at all.
I'm not kidding. I was like, I bet you're a Leo moon.
And then what do you think her rising is?
I don't know. Virgo?
A Capricorn.
Damn. Well, that's why you don't care.
That's why you turned your back on the worm.
Dude, the way that like, I just picture there being no music and you're just doing the worm.
Go, Caitlin.
Yeah,
go,
just
Caitlin.
And the worm like is just the loudest dance move. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just the loudest. No music, just that. Dude, you getting fucking lit up by a teacher because they're like, it's 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Can we wrap this up? Was everyone standing there cheering the whole time?
The lights are on, like the dance is done.
No, I know, but are the students like still there, like cheering? I mean, fuck it. Give the crowd what they asked for.
I'm here to give a show.
Listen, I didn't ask
for this
to be born into this body, to inherit this talent. Honestly, knowing high school me, if someone started chanting for me to do that shit, I would do it for 20 minutes straight too.
Yeah.
I would do it till they told me to stop, and you did. The fact that you overheard teachers talking shit on your dance move and you were like, fuck. And you're like, and I never wormed again.
Okay, so we're going to end on this one, guys, okay? So this one's from Brooke. She said, I went to prom in grade 11 with my boyfriend. We only have prom in grade 12 in Canada. And I had knocked my teeth out in grade 10 and I had a semi-permanent tooth and it fell out the day of prom. So I had to bring denture glue in my purse and kept having to reapply it and shove my tooth back in. So for the after party, I just took it out completely and just didn't have front teeth. And I thought I was so cute and quirky, but I actually just looked like a redneck.
The way you were like, I'm just gonna be me, and you just take your fucking tooth out.
2 front teeth.
The way that you acted as if that's like you like not wearing a bra or something. But
or being barefoot at the function.
Yeah, but it's actually just horrifying. It's not like liberating. It's just scary.
Let's keep these good vibes going. No front teeth.
You're honestly so real for that.
You're brave.
You're honestly so real. That's honestly fucking funny. If you went to Billy's after party, he would have got a kick out of that. He would know 2 front teeth. That's so fucking funny.
She's a Capricorn sun.
Yeah.
That's why she doesn't care.
Yep.
Scorpio moon.
Yeah.
And then a Pisces rising. That makes sense.
The Scorpio is literally why you took those teeth out, because you guys are unhinged. You're like, fuck it. And you just rip them out.
It's all,
Yeah. Just like,
you just put them in your cleavage.
yeah.
Ow.
Put it in a locket and hang it around your neck.
Fuck
Did you give them
it.
to your boyfriend as a romantic gesture?
Please
That'd be
put
funny.
these in your pocket so I don't lose them.
Yeah. You offer them as if they're mints, but it's your two front teeth.
Would you like a mint? Yeah.
You're just the toothless girl all night. What did everybody else say? That's
Did
funny.
they call her toothless like the dragon?
Did you try whistling with them without them? You're like just blowing air through them. You're missing your two front teeth. Dude, that's crazy. You're unhinged for doing that, honestly.
So it's time for the after party look. And it's
Yeah.
just
Instead of no wig at the Oscars for me, it's just no two front teeth. Look changes entirely. It goes from day to night.
in one easy fix.
Yeah, it goes from day to night. An easy day to night look. Yeah. That's honestly hilarious.
Yeah. You should do that now. Do you still do it?
You should do it where like someone threw something at you and you pretend like it knocked your teeth out. That'd be funny.
Like in Parks and Rec.
Yes.
You should do that. That's funny.
Honestly, like I'd be a little afraid of you if you were willing to do that.
No.
What's your boyfriend think of that?
Do you guys know who that is?
I'm like, I don't know. She's cool, but she scares me a little.
She's missing her two front teeth, and when she feels like it, she just takes them out.
She just rips them out. She changed the dress, ripped out the teeth.
So day to night.
That's what I said. Easy day to night look. How to take this look from day to night?
You just take out your front teeth.
Take off your dress. Take out your two front
So
teeth.
let your hair down a little.
Yeah.
Change your shoes. Want to
Yeah.
get comfortable, and
It's
then
like
the final touch.
It's like add a red lip like that. Let's just take your two front teeth out to smoke it up, like make it more sultry.
Get the party really going.
That's
Take out
honestly
your two front
fucking
teeth.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I'd be a little afraid of you. That you were so like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like your vanity is at an all-time high in high
At
school.
prom, yeah.
High school, especially at prom, especially as like women or femmes. Like it's something that I feel like is top of mind, especially in moments like that.
Yeah,
like,
when you're
like prom,
yeah.
which is why you brought the glue. And then I like how you just like unzipped and just lizard just came out of the skin. You know what I mean? You were like, well, now that's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't need these anymore.
Guess I won't be needing these.
She just flicks them into the bush. That's crazy, bro.
That's honestly fucking hilarious. That's good. I hope if you have pictures, fucking tag us in them.
I know.
I bet you do. I bet you have pictures.
I thought it was fun and quirky. It was. You were right.
It was so fun and quirky. To this day, that's fun and quirky. That's held up for however many years you've been out of high school.
You should keep doing it now, though.
It's a party trick.
Yeah.
Rip out your real teeth. Your permanent teeth. Rip out your real ones.
Fuck
if you're
it.
real.
All right, y'all. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Two Idiot Girls. We will be filming the second part of this relatively sooner than later. So if you want to be in the episode, I hope we already have it because we're probably going to go off what we already have.
Yes.
But we hope you have a great week. As always, you can stream other episodes of our podcast everywhere you can listen to podcasts. And you can always watch the video version on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Other than that, we love you and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.